Hello, my lovelies. Happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, April 15th, and this is your morning message to go over what you are doing today. So once you click on Wednesday, you're going to start off with social studies. Yesterday, we got a little mixed up with some friends who were trying to tell me the difference between the national and the state level of branches. So you're going to watch another lesson today, again, comparing the national and the state. Okay, go back and check your discussion from yesterday too, because I might have left you some feedback. Maybe you got a little mixed up with some. And it's okay to always go back and rewatch some lessons. So that Monday lesson was a good one to go back to. You're going to watch the lesson today in social studies. When you're done, you've got this really cool graphic organizer. I'm going to open it up so that you guys can see really quick what it looks like. But this is great. If you have a printer, I would definitely print this out to just kind of study and help you. If you don't have a printer, I would even just jot down some notes because it is a Venn diagram and it's showing you the difference. So this is going to be great. You might even be able to use this graphic organizer today for your writing because your writing kind of has to do with social studies. So I would definitely hang on to this. Very, very important. I wanted you to see what it looked like. So let's go back to social studies. When you're done with that, there is a fun little practice quiz. And I'll show you that in just a second. It'll take you right to that when you click on the link, and just a little fun review to kind of go over what the lessons were. All right, so let's go back to Wednesday. So then you're done with social studies. Now remember, today's writing is going to go back with social studies. So again, that document there, the Venn diagram, is going to be probably a good one to go back and use for your writing. So then I kind of flipped it around. Usually we do reading right after, but we're going to go ahead and do writing since it goes along with social studies. You're going to watch Miss Stape's lesson, and she's going to do a constructed response lesson. She did one of those last week too. She's going to do another one. This time it's going to teach you how to do a constructed response when you're comparing and contrasting. What do you think you're going to be comparing and contrasting? The state and the federal government. Okay, so she's gonna teach you a lesson. Please watch the entire thing. It's gonna be very helpful. Okay, here again is another copy of a graphic organizer you can use. It kind of shows you what to include in your constructed response. Remember, a constructed response is more than just one sentence. Okay, you have to have your introduction, you need to have a few sentences, and then your concluding sentence. Okay. After you're done with that, you're going to post your constructed response. So after watching the lesson, use that graphic organizer. There'll be directions there when you click on the discussion topic. Okay, so then you're done with social studies and writing. Going into reading, you are going to be doing some practice again with main idea. Something that I'm noticing that you guys are doing with the main idea that we've done so far on Monday and Tuesday is instead of giving me a sentence, you're just giving me a topic, okay? And if you kind of rewind to like when we were learning about main idea, when we were actually in school, that was a problem that we had as well. Telling the topic, hey, this is about narwhals. This is about narwhals' tusks. Okay, that's not telling me the main idea. Same thing with like what you guys did on Monday. So watch the lesson. This is a lesson by Miss Bell. Watch the reading lesson on finding the main idea. Instead of just a nonfiction, you're going to be actually reading a narrative nonfiction text, and it's called The Ladybug and the Legislature. So again, this kind of has to do with social studies. That's going to be your step one, to watch the lesson. Watch the entire lesson. After watching the lesson, you're going to start another discussion, and you've got two parts to answer about the ladybug and the legislature. And it says, be sure to write in complete sentences. Look at what it says in capital letters. This is a grade. So this is going to be your first DLD reading grade, okay? The first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to do part A. Part A says, what is the main idea of the information shared on this page? Here is a page from the text from Miss Bell's lesson. You just have to tell me the main idea of this information. Don't say the main idea is about lawmakers. That's not a complete sentence. That's not the main idea. What was this about? Okay, what was the whole page mostly about? Part B says, what is the main idea of the whole text, the ladybug and the legislature? What about the whole entire story? Choose the choice that best describes the text, then justify. Remember, justify means explain your answer with what you've learned. So you're going to choose which one you think is the main idea. This goes along with the lesson that you have to watch. And then you're going to say why it was the main idea. Okay? If you, you know what I might do is I'm also going to include a copy of the ladybug in the legislature just in case you want to actually go back to the text. But you can always go back to the lesson. Why did you choose that? And remember, justifying, you can always justify by saying why the other answers were not correct. This is a grade, so please take your time. You need to write more than one sentence. Part A is one sentence alone. Part B is telling what answer and then justifying, explaining why, okay? So it has to be, I'm going to say at least 2 to 3 sentences. So take your time with that. Let me know if you have any questions. So that's what you're going to have for reading. So now you've done social studies, you've done writing, you've done reading. You're going to do some grammar practice. Remember, we've been doing commas and addresses. This is the second part to Miss Phillips' lesson. Watch the lesson on commas and addresses on envelopes. Then you're going to do a practice just like you did yesterday where you're going to retype the sentence and put the comma in the correct place. Then you're done with that. And then last, for math, you're going to watch a lesson. This lesson is going to be with Miss Richardson. She's going to teach you how to find mass, especially when you're doing a word problem. When you're done for the practice today, this is something new, but I think you're going to really like it. It's a Nearpod. So you're going to click on this link. We're going to do this together so I can show you what to expect. It has the directions there for you, so you should really have no problems. Some of you might have done a Nearpod before. I know Ms. Hamrick likes to do Nearpods if you have AC math. But it gives you the directions here in pink. It says enter your name in the box that says other. Do you see this box here that says other? You see my name? You're going to enter your name there, and then you're going to click join session. If you need a code, here is the code. It might not ask you for a code, but if it does, enter that code there. Okay, so just to show you, it's just a few questions about the lesson. So it's going to be all about kilograms. Here you're going to match. It says, what unit of measurement would you use to most efficiently measure the following items? Match the items by clicking on the pairs that match. So milliliters, kilograms, liters. Oop. And what in the world did I do? Let's put that back there. And then you've got grams. Okay, so then when you're done with that, I think you just have 2 questions. It's a little quiz. It says 2 questions. They're multiple choice. Choose the best measurement estimate for the weight of the dog. Take a look at those. Take a look at the dog. Think about what we've learned. And then what's the best estimate of measurement for the piece of candy? So those are going to go along with the lesson for today. This is getting you ready for our math grade that we will have tomorrow. So please make sure, reach out to Ms. Holm. If there's something you don't understand about math, we can do a quick Zoom session. I can call you. Anything you need for help, I am here for you. All right, and then you're all done for Wednesday. This was a little bit of a longer lesson, but I feel like there were some important things to go over. Again, email, text, post a discussion question if you have any kind of trouble, and make today a productive, great day. We're almost there. Remember, you just have tomorrow, and then Friday is your finish up Friday. So as long as you're done with your lessons, it's almost a day where you can just kind of have a little bit of a break. All right. I love you guys, miss ya, and have a great day.